Hello everyone. I'm hoping there's enough light on my face that you guys can all see. Okay, so I just got out of the shower and I used my Countermatch hydrating toner. After washing, I used my C serum and I used my water cream, and I know we need replacements for all of those because those are the things we go through the most, but it's coming. It will come, okay? Can I zoom in on this? Oh, I can. Just a touch. Just a touch. Okay, so that's what my face looks like right now. So I'm going to use my Beauty Counter primer, but I'm going to tell you if you don't have any or you're running out, I did try this Milk Makeup it's called Hydro Grip Primer. Here's what I'll say. The Beauty Counter primer is so great because it's almost like a hydration serum. The Milk Makeup primer is also great as a makeup primer, but it's very tacky. So if you're gonna use that, you wanna use a lot less than you're used to with the Beauty Counter primer. I actually especially love it on my eyelids because I have kind of oily eyelids that tend to crease eye makeup if I don't use the primer, okay? So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. Okay, so dew skin. Okay, we're approaching summer. Everyone needs SPF. I did all of my due diligence behind the scenes. I've been looking at ingredients all week on my laptop. This is my recommendation, Ilia. So Ilia is a clean beauty brand sold at Sephora. I thought they sold it at Ulta. I went all the way to Ulta and it was empty. Hi Shannon, hi Amy. So it says Super Serum Skin Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 40. It comes in a lot more shades than Dew Skin does. And here's what I'll tell you. Number one, it's more liquid when it comes out, so you have to give it a really good shake. Number two, I walked up to the display and I picked a shade probably 6 shades lighter than this. And I was demoing on my hand. And when I got a couple I thought were okay, I just kept going darker and going darker and going darker. That's when I put them along my jawline. Those of you who have ever reached out to me about what shade should my Skin Twin foundation be or what shade should my Dew Skin be, you know I always tell you along the jawline in natural light, no makeup on your face. So I did that and I realized that I was shopping, the shades I was shopping were way too light for my skin. I think this has a very similar coverage to Dew Skin, meaning it's very, very subtle amount of tint. But what I like about it is it doesn't dry out your skin like a lot of sunscreen-based clean beauty products. So it gives you like a nice hydrated feel. Now, I am someone who cannot use Dew Skin without applying a mattifying powder. And Ilia is no different. As you can see, I look like I left like a facial and I'm greased over. I just have very oily skin. So I will apply a translucent powder over top. So this is my Ilia shade. I went with neutral undertone, kind of olive. Now in my mirror, I don't look as yellow as I'm pulling up with the lighting I have in this camera. So anyways, I think this is my exact match. I liked it the best in the store. Again, you can only find it at Sephora, not Ulta, or you can go to their website. I'm gonna link everything for all of you. Next, I like to use my hands, and then what do we do? Beauty Counter discontinued the makeup wipes, and I know there are a lot of people very sad about that. Target, Honest Company, sells makeup remover facial wipes. It's definitely not the sustainable option. I try very hard to always use my little Norwex body cloths, but there are just times where I like to have a pack of makeup remover wipes at my vanity. You can see my vanity's in my closet. Don't look at Ed's side, it's very messy. My side's a little bit neater. So I just like having a makeup remover wipe. Okay, so I have primer, I have tinted SPF from Ilia. I will link everything. My favorite summer face is tinted SPF and concealer. I'm going to show you my favorites that are not Beauty Counter. I do love Beauty Counter's concealer. So for a full coverage concealer, absolutely obsessed with House Labs It's the brand affiliated with Lady Gaga that kind of launched and then decided to go clean. And then Everyday Concealer, I love Tarte Ultra Creamy, available at Sephora or on Tarte's website. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna get that under eye area. I use it like foundation. I literally paint my face with concealer. I don't know if anyone else does that. I just feel like now that I'm 40, I need to like make everything look a little more even, if you know what I mean. I just bought this thing. I haven't decided on it yet. Apparently it's like a viral TikTok product. It's like a better blender, a beauty blender product. You can stick your fingers in it. One side is like the beauty blender traditional. The other side's like more fuzzy, I guess. I don't know that I love it. I kind of like my fingers better, but I like to go over when I'm done with my fingers with something else. My favorite place to put concealer is on my eyelids. I use it as an eyeshadow primer, and I find that the eyeshadow stays on my face better and longer. And then remember, if you're like me and you're in the over 40 club, from the corners of your eyes upward, that's where you want that light concealer look. It's going to lift your face. It's going to make you look younger, not pull everything down. We need all these tricks. And if you're ever just like perusing Instagram and you're looking for something to watch, look up like makeup tips over 40. It's amazing. Just they'll do like one side of their face and the other side is normal, and it's unbelievable the difference subtle tweaks can make to how you apply your makeup. So see, like I look like thick, like I have a lot on right now, so I'm gonna blend with this with the blending side. I got a little in my hair. Okay, so this is the point at which I am like, okay, now I want a mattifying powder. So I have two options for mattifying powder that I'm going to link. I found a super clean, very, very comparable to Beautycounter makeup brand that actually they sell skincare too, that I ordered a whole box of. It has not shown up at my door yet, so I cannot try it on video for you yet, but I will. I love this brand. I actually joined a couple calls with them this week. It's founded by two women in Florida, and it reminds me of Beautycounter in 2016 when my son was born, and it was really tiny, and they were just like really focused on ingredient research and what is going to perform on people's skin, what do people need for their skin. They have a really broad product portfolio. I'm super impressed. They have a C serum, they have anti-aging night creams, they have anti-aging day creams, they have all kinds of stuff. They have a really great, clean, translucent, mattifying powder, just like Beautycounter. I'm using Beautycounter's right now, okay? A more basic, simpler version, just with a single ingredient, is by The Honest Company, and it's available at Target. I'll link both in this video, okay? So you see, I like it. It doesn't make my face completely matte, but it just kind of eliminates some of that extra shine that I have going on. Okay, mascara. Let's talk mascara. So Beautycounter's Think Big mascara. The only thing I don't love about Beautycounter's mascara, I'm kind of a wand snob. See the wand? It's kind of basic, in my opinion. I have always loved Ilia, also Clean Beauty, their mascara wand. And I love a company that sells minis. If you're like me and you don't wear mascara every day, I don't do it, only when I go out. I love a mini because I can like replace it more frequently and not feel like I'm throwing away a bunch of product I didn't use. And then their wand, see how the top teeth are like very small and fine and more closely clumped together? And then the bottom side has a bit more of a curve to it. I just feel like it lengthens and volumizes, and I love that about this. But in the spirit of trying new things, since I was just shopping for stuff to share with you guys, I purchased and picked up Ilia's new Fullest Volumizing Mascara. So I'm gonna put that on. I know I didn't put on any eyeshadow, but I don't put that stuff on very often either. I'm kind of a basic when it comes to I want my face to look good, and then I want lips and maybe some lashes. So I think this works excellent. And the other thing I love about it is, for example, the Thrive Cosmetics brand is the brand that was like, had like a cult following in the last 5 years. It's like a turquoise tube that runs down my eyes. I don't know if it's my eye shape or what. I've told you guys that before. I am not a huge fan of that one. I like this one even better. I feel like it gives me the fullness and the length that Thrive used to, but it doesn't run down my eyes, and it's actually a cleaner formula. So I'm really loving this. Oh, and since I said I'm a wand snob, see this wand? It's just got some curve to it. It's got different size bristles. I like that. And that's what I wish Beauty Counter's mascara had. So I would highly recommend this mascara to all of you. Okay? There we go. Lips, that's kind of like the last thing I usually do. And then lately, I take whatever I put on my lips and I go, and I just dab it in my cheeks, which I know is kind of lazy. I finally found an SPF lip balm that I think is reasonably priced that I really like. So I was listening to a podcast by Dr. Will Cole, The Art of Being Well. I love his podcast if you're a podcast nerd like I am. He just talks about all things wellness and functional nutrition, functional medicine. I love it. He had this woman that founded this company called Just Ingredients on, and she basically started her own company because she found it hard to find certain products for body care or for her kids or to eat at home that were really clean. So for example, she has a clean collagen peptide. She has a super clean protein powder, but she randomly has organic lip balm. This is coconut vanilla. I really like it. And it was like $5 and change. I was impressed with that. I bought like 6 tubes, a couple for each kid, and then 2 SPF. This particular one doesn't have SPF, but she has the SPF option. So I know that's always a big bonus in the summertime to get that SPF option. Okay, and then this might surprise you. I'm going to show you a clean-ish drugstore lip. I'm not a drugstore lip person because I don't know, I just feel spoiled by Beauty Counter. They've always had great lip products, so I've always only bought those, and then anything I've picked up on impulse in the drugstore I've been disappointed by, except this Maybelline Green Edition Balmy Lip Blush. I love this stuff. Love, love, love. So, this shade is... glasses. Sunshine. It's like an orangey red. I love this shade. I love a crayon. It's just easy to put on. Now, I would say Maybelline does make this like glossy. Let me see if I have it in my drawer. This is not clean, but I have a friend who swears by it and was like, you have to try it. So I bought one. Matte ink. This stuff, you literally the next day have to use makeup remover to take it off your lips. So if you don't care about clean ingredients and you want something that will not budge for an event, you should try this matte ink. It's literally like ink. But I do want safer ingredients and I don't mind reapplying. So I absolutely love this. It's a crayon. It goes on so smooth. It feels soft on my lips. And then it makes a great little blush addition. So you kind of get that like color tone story going on where your cheeks sort of go with your lips. And I just use my fingers. And that's really all I wanted to show you guys today. This is pretty basic, but I am loving my Ilia tinted moisturizer and I'm loving my volumizing mascara. So I really wanted to show those to you guys. And again, Milk Makeup makes a great primer if you are going to put on a full face of makeup. I highly recommend, especially a grip primer on the eyes. And then in terms of concealer, I can't tell you enough great things about this brand if you like full coverage, but you have to like full coverage. The dancer in me loves house labs because I'm used to, I remember the days of putting on pan stick, and that is comparable coverage. Every day you can check out Tarte, and then I have this new brand that I was telling you about, the mattifying powder. It's called Crunchi. I'm gonna link it for you in the notes. They have a great translucent powder. They also have a really high rated concealer. So when that arrives, I will go live and share it with you all. Okay, happy Saturday.